Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and this is a live recording, or it was. The audio isn't live, it's me and the washing machine. Yeah. And this is a match I had against some guy. Let's see, who is it? It's rchizzle9. He's trying to make it big on the YouTube scene. Like he wants to get like a bazillion subs, and he's got really good quality and he's got good narration. So I recommend checking him out. That's his team preview, since I am doing live and it took me a long time to figure out my lead. I eventually picked Ludicolo since my team is really Stealth Rock weak, and I thought he would probably want to lead with Ludicolo. But he ends up leading with Hariyama, who I can sponge Hariyama all day because Mandibuzz is like a defensive god. It is amazing. It's just so sexy and wonderful. Like, probably 1/3 of the match is him just taking hits. Oh, and there's me. Hello, wow. And his trainer name is Ryland. And my trainer name is Itsuki. And this is the first time I've battled live in, really at all. And it takes me a while to figure out. Okay, because I get the camera so close to the DS so that I can't see the bottom screen. It's actually kind of obnoxious. So I had to scoot the DS back like a wonderful cool kid, and figure out that the Pokemon button is at the bottom right side. Ooh. So yeah. After some thought, I switch into Beaky, who takes the fake out really well, and of course I predicted the fake out because it's a Hariyama lead, and I mean, what is he gonna do? I mean, I guess he could have subbed. It would have been, well, actually sub is terrible because he's got Toxic Mode. I don't know, there really isn't anything else he could have done except go straight for the close combat, but I was actually kind of expecting him to go straight for the close combat. But anyway, he does a fake out. And, yeah, does the Ice Punch there, and as you can see, Beaky is amazing, and I outspeed Harimama, so I can just Brave Bird the booblies, the squidloos out of him. Squidloo! Switches into Cool Power, who is every Sandslash that you will see in RU, but his is actually special. It is special. There's something special about it that you're gonna see later. But you know, typical Sandslash, max HP, defense, or they at least have HP and defense and like something else. It's mostly just that. I reveal my Toxic and I miss, which is really, really annoying because that would have been great, and he couldn't have really known that I had Toxic, because I think most favor Whirlwind over Toxic for some reason. So I predict his switch like a Master Pro and heal. And yeah, so he can't do stuff to me, which is awesome, and he just leaves him to die because I outspeed and Brave Bird. So that is one Harimama down for the count, and that is pretty cool. I gotta say, pretty cool, because that guy is a very, very offensive threat. But as I said before the battle started, Mandibuzz actually walls it like pretty severely. Goes into Solitaire, who I knew was either I thought it might have been Life Orbed, but as you can see, it's Choice Spexed, and that's good. It's a good thing, because that means Electrode can outspeed, which is very good, because that means I'll be able to set up, which is really, really important. I just leave Beaky in to die as coffin fodder, because it's already, yeah, it like blocked Sandslash perfectly, and then took out Hariyama single-handedly, and then brought this little spider guy down to less than half health, so that is a good life. And I also had nothing to take a Specs Bug Buzz. That would have tore through, like, my whole team if I didn't let him die. And I set up my light screen, because this Electrode is all about setting up, but of course, if you're here watching this video, you probably already know that Electrode is really fast and gets a couple really powerful support moves. And yeah, I set up the light screen and then set up the rain. But unfortunately, my rain setup is really not going to help me that much. Yeah, Ludicolo is really awesome though, but he can usually only take out 1 or 2 Pokemon before being taken down by a strong priority move, which is, you know, Absol. If you saw that in the team preview, you probably know what's going to happen. But, surprise, he goes into Why Not? And I missed the Hydro Pump, and he goes for Mirror Coat, and I'm thinking, I actually tried to switch just in case he had some weird hacked ability. I knew that he had to have had Shadow Tag. And tried to switch, it said nope. So I'm like, alright, I'll go for Hydro Pump, and it takes it out in one fell swoop. And that is a max special attack, modest, in the rain, Life Orb, Hydro Pump, and I didn't think that would happen. I thought for sure it would live. With Evilite and everything. And it's absolutely, get it? It's actually a really cute nickname. I stay in and die like an idiot. I thought really hard about switching since I knew Sucker Punch was coming, which is what I should have done. But I thought he could take it, which is funny because last time I checked, Ludicolo is not really super amazing in the defense department. Send out Aggron here. And I'm thinking, well, if he doesn't have superpower, then I can set up in his face. And guess what? Guess what, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Yep, superpower. Right there. And he's like, oh, why didn't he have Sturdy? And I'm like, oh, Rockhead, because then I can sweep a whole team with Aggron. But yeah, I actually totally threw away Ludicolo and Aggron. I didn't need to have them die like that or faint at all. So that is really kind of bad. But Yanmega is such a cheap bastard that I think I'm gonna make up lost ground. Because Yanmega's base defense is pretty darn high. Which is bad for Absol, because that means I can probably take a Sucker Punch unless he crits me with his Super Luck. Switches into Cool Power as Death Fodder. I did not think it would do that much damage at all. Brings him down to almost red, which I'm honestly surprised. But I guess I shouldn't be, because, you know, Sandslash is all defense. So just, you know, one-shot Sandslash, more or less. It's a 2-shot, but I get a free turn, so it's like, hey, it's the death fodder, it's the coffin fodder. And it goes into this guy, and something amusing happens. Something amusing. Actually, no, his Sandslash is totally normal. Never mind. Yeah, missed with Air Slash. He misses with Stone Edge. He was like spinning around, screaming and crying, and shooting mucus everywhere at that point. And he was like, I needed that, and I'm like, yeah, you did. But even if he had knocked out Yanmega, I still had my uber defensive Quagsire with Recover, so I think I would have been okay. Although, to be honest, I think Absol could set up on Quagsire really well. So he tries to do the Sucker Punch, but it doesn't kill, so that means I can take out Absol. And that is the game Ryland. So that's a 2-0. That's a pretty good game. And I will fight this guy later. And yeah, now I'm like NBZ and I do live battle things. So see you later, YouTube. Whoa, yeah.